Be part of our brand.
Sponsorship and advert placements. Please contact 080-3688.
Leadership from
58. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Good morning and welcome to the last edition of the week edition of the program on television Inside Nigeria. My name is Winifred Ubebo, your host on today's edition of the program. Today is Friday, December 8, 2023. And as usual on the program, we have an array of newspapers of review this Friday. Because we have Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Nigeria's first and only Friday newspaper, Leadership Friday. We have The Punch, Vanguard, The Guardian, and Daily Sun. And as we normally do on the program, we always like to flag off with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, and that is Leadership Friday. Leadership Friday's leading story today says Kaduna drone killing. Officers found guilty will be punished. Tinubu. Kaduna drone killing. Officers found guilty will be punished. Tinubu. Defense headquarters confirms 81 dead, 70 injured. Artificial intelligence will reduce civilian casualties. USM Army. Northern elders want GOC redeployed. I'll take that Leadership Friday's leading story once again. Kaduna drone killing. Officers found guilty will be punished. Tinubu. Defense headquarters confirms 81 dead, 70 injured. Artificial intelligence will reduce civilian casualties. U.S. Army. Northern elders want GOC redeployed. And just beneath that leading head story, we have the picture of the Vice President of the Federation, Kashim Shettima, and the capital state governor Ubasani, who paid courtesy call on the victims of the Kaduna drone attack in Kaduna yesterday. Another leading stories on the cover, we have Wike. We will take hard decisions to transform Abuja. We will take hard decisions to transform Abuja. Wike. Political parties ask federal government to immortalize Kokori. That is on the strip on Leadership, which takes us to the stories above the masthead. Sanusi demands NNPCL audit, says president shouldn't be petroleum minister. And just beneath that, we have briefing trending, many foreign prisoners seeking refuge in Nigeria. And for numbers, federal government votes 50 billion naira for student loan scheme. From the headline story, we have moved to page 3 of the paper. Our stand is on the law and persons with disabilities. The law and persons with disabilities. Every year, December 3, the world shows awareness on persons living with disabilities. And this year's December 3 is no exception. So Leadership Friday's editorial is on the law and persons with disabilities. With that, we move to the back page of the paper where we have conversation with Azu. His writing on Ondo backstory imitates insanity. Ondo backstory imitates insanity. For more on these editorial inside stories and continuation of headline stories, log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. From Leadership, we move over to the next paper on our menu, which also has similar story with that of Leadership Friday, and that is The Punch. The Punch is Kaduna bombing. Federal government vows to punish culprits. ACF demands GOC's removal. Kaduna bombing. Federal government vows to punish culprits. ACF demands GOC's removal. Federal government promises to unravel causes of bombing. Rebuild affected community. Defense headquarters pleads. Curb accidental bombings with AI. U.S. Arms Center tells military. ACF demands group. As the leading story, same as leadership on today's cover. Tinubu Nupeng others mourn as Kokori dies at 80. Fubara says, I won't surrender my mandate to intimidation. Court dismisses Niger Junta's suit against Tinubu. ECOWAS. Government adopting Nasarawa varsity students. MPA blames concession for $853 million, 1.8 billion naira revenue shortfall. And above the masthead of the Punch, we have Sanusi Capes and NPCL. Dows dollar remittances after subsidy removal. SMEI entitled to his opinion. NNPCL remains focused, says spokesman. Some foreign airlines may quit Nigeria. IATA warns federal government. These are the headline stories today on the Punch, December 8, 2023. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, you log on to the website of the Punch. As even as move over to the next paper and menu, Vanguard. Vanguard is still on KADUNA bombing. It says KADUNA error will be 100% sure before bombing targets. Defense headquarters. KADUNA error will be 100% sure before bombing targets. Defense headquarters. Says 81 killed, 70 injured in mishap. As is unpatriotic to emphasize disaster. Equip military with more accurate surveillance technology. Can urge his federal government. Ohaneze condemns Act 6 thorough investigation. US urges use of AI to reduce accidental bombings. Culprits must be punished. Tinubu. ACF calls for the deployment of GOC 1 division. Others. Sanction culprits, compensate victims. CSO, Islamic Forum, tell federal government, CDS, COS. Army solicits more funds. This is the head story on Vanguard today, Friday. Just as PDP distances itself from mega talks, LCCI, NECA lament exit of PNG, that's Procter and Gamble. Others. Federal government 548.56 billion naira for federal roads nationwide. Abuja Lagos Dubai Highway, Lagos Port Harcourt road to take off. On its camp, and its sports 2023 CAP award. Osimhen battles Salah Hakimi for Player of the Year. Without removing the demand said federal government increases import duty rate by 22.4%. Third time in 1 year. Page 20 of Makodi Naka Road, Benue shortest route to failed abduction. Sue FCC, DSS, UFC test and Mephiles lawyers. Pro-democracy icon dies at 80. Tinubu, Oborego, Tori, repaying more. Of course, these are headline stories on today's Vanguard, Friday Vanguard. For more on that, log on to the website of Vanguard. It takes us again to the second to the last paper on many today. That is the guidance. The division from the others is on healthy. Female genital mutilation. Government dictates as painful initiation to womanhood flourishes. Female genital mutilation. Government dictates as painful initiation to womanhood flourishes. We have lost behind that. It needs Nigeria with 19.9 million survivors accounts for the third highest number of women and girls who have undergone female mutilation. 1 million girls, women would have undergone female mutilation in Ebonyi, Ekiti, Osun, and Oyo states in the last 5 years, according to the only 13 states, Lagos, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, Bayelsa, Ogun, Delta, Ebonyi, Oyo, Imo, Edo, Cross River, and River States have state laws that expressly prohibit FGM. Prevalence of FGM as of 2022 was highest in the southeast 35%, southwest 30%, and lowest in the northeast 6%. These are the illustrations for the headline story on female genital mutilation. Government details as painful initiation to womanhood flourishes. Beside that, we have one-way local flight hits 200,000 naira ahead of festive travels. 10 Lafayette Varsity students kidnapped by gunmen. There's a story on the Metro page 8 of The Guardian. How President as Petroleum Minister stored 11 trillion naira subsidy probe. Afrexim Bank's President Orama emerges Forbes Africa's Person of the Year. It's on Panorama page 2 of The Guardian. Tinubu Obore Wori Bagi orders more Kokori. Again, queues resurface at banks as customers battle cash scarcity. More pressure on industries, businesses over 952 naira per $1 exchange rate for imports. For more continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, you log on to the website of The Guardian, guardian.ng. From The Guardian, we go over to the last paper on our menu, and that is Daily Sun. Daily Sun's story says, war over 15 billion naira residents. Wike mocks Obi, there's protesters. Labour Party insists project wasteful, insensitive. I'll take that leading story once again. War over VP's 15 billion naira residents. Wike mocks Obi, there's protesters. Labour Party insists project wasteful, insensitive. This is the leading story on Daily Sun. And the second leading story on the paper today says, federal government pounces on OPay, PAMPay, orders as NIBSS stops non-deposit banks from funds transfer channel. Says PSSPs, SAs not permitted to hold customers' funds. No plan to adopt MFLA, EFCC, DSS, and CS. This is on page 5 of Daily Sun. 3 operatives injured as NDLEA drug cartel clash in Edo Forest. Tinubu governors, labor unions, orders mourn as Kokori dies on 80th birthday. 950,000 barrels of cargo bet at Dangote refinery. 950,000 barrels of oil cargo bet at Dangote refinery, although other papers have it as 1 million. Whichever way it is, that is good news. NJC sacks Osun State Judge, sets up panels to investigate others. Stories on page 26 of Daily Sun. And of course, the last story on my headline says, federal government to build houses, clinics, schools, others in Tudumbiri. Shetima, Abbas, Badaru, Ganduje visit bombed community. The story continues on page 4 of Daily Sun. So these are headline stories gracing the cover of Daily Sun today, Friday, December 8, 2023. And with that, we've come to the end of today's Inside Nigeria. Unfortunately, we don't have a guest to shed more light on Smalley. However, this is the last production for the week. And my name is Winnie for the video. It's wishing you a beautiful week ahead. See you then.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the